Howdy Ho YouTube, Jon-Luke VGC here. Today, I will be using another team by SaraPoke on Twitter, which has a Pokemon that I was really interested in the beginning of Regulation I, which is Ho-Oh. So Ho-Oh did not see basically any use in Regulation G, especially because Miraidon was such a menace. But there's been a lot of hype on it in the early Regulation I, and so I wanted to use a team that featured it. And this actually features the restricted duo that I was first testing for Milwaukee, which is Koraidon and Ho-Oh. Spoiler alert, I'm not taking that to Milwaukee, so you might now already be able to guess kind of my thoughts on it. But let's go ahead and look at the team and then hop into some battles. So we have Choice Band Koraidon, Tera Fire with Collision Course, Flare Blitz, Heat Crash, and Wild Charge. Decent little chunk of bulk, 184 in the speed, so it always outspeeds Zamazenta. Although at that point, I would rather you hit like 188 to outspeed all non-speed boosting 135s, like Flutter Mane, Koraidon, Miraidon, that kind of stuff, Shin-Pao, those things. So that's, I'm curious on why specifically 184. I don't know. It's not for, I mean, it's going to outspeed Ogerpon, but it's not like speed creeping Ogerpon. So then max HP, a little bit of attack, because you don't need much because you have the Choice Band and then a little bit of bulk, which I think is pretty cool. You have Ho-Oh, Tera, Grass, Regenerator, Clear Amulet with Sacred Fire, Brave Bird, Tailwind, and Protect. Super common set. This is the exact same 4 moves that I used. The exact same Tera. The only thing is the EVs actually are not that different from what I was using. They're a little different, actually. I was toying with a speedier Ho-Oh at outspeed Raging Bolt. So they're a little bit different. But yeah, the bulk on this thing is really fantastic. A base 154 special defense stat is just insane. You have Incineroar, Tera Water, Intimidate, Assault Vest with Knockoff, U-Turn, Fake Out, and Flare Blitz. Assault Vest, Incineroar goes cuckoo crazy in this regulation. I love it with every fiber of my being. It is the best Incineroar set. I will take no further questions. Moving on. We have Raging Bolt, Tera Electric, Zap Plate, because Magnet was too was too mainstream, I guess. With Thunderclap, Thunderbolt, Draco Meteor, and Protect. Pretty cool set. It just, I mean, it hits really hard. You're powering up your electric type moves with the Zap Plate. You can Tera Electric. You're getting the Photosynthesis boost. If you have an opposing Miraidon, you can also get the Terrain boost. It goes really crazy. And this is just max speed, max special attack, Timid, which you don't actually see all that much. It does speed tie with Smeargle, which is not my favorite thing in the world. I wish it was 1 speed point faster, but it is what it is. But yeah, so kind of an interesting, you mainly see Modest. You don't really ever see the Timid, so I'm interested to try that out. Super standard. I have Focus Band in this. It is Focus Sash, Flutter Mane, Tera Normal, Photosynthesis with Moonblast, Icy Wind, Thunder Wave, and Protect. Max speed, max special attack, Timid. Super common set. Nothing you can see here. Double speed control. No Shadow Ball. Opting for Thunder Wave because Clear Amulet Koraidon exists. I like Thunder Wave a lot on Flutter Mane. I'm not particularly missing Shadow Ball because any CSR is basically gonna Tera out of it anyways. Especially in close team cheap best of 1, and you can always just rip Icy Wind Flare Blitz into it, and it's going to KO it anyways. And finally, we have Iron Treads, which is picked up because of Dill from NAIC, or EUIC? I can't, EUIC. Tera Stellar, Life Orb, Cork Drive with Steel Roller, High Horsepower, Knockoff, and Protect. Max Speed, Max Attack, Jolly, with the Life Orb for some extra damage. Thing hits like a truck, goes really fast. It's a pretty cool Pokemon. I'm excited to use it today, although I do not have high hopes for it. So, how are you going to utilize the team? So it's a little different than your quasi balance. So maybe you're gonna lead something like, ooh, I turned up my volume. I didn't want that. Maybe something like Koraidon Flutter is a pretty common set because then you can just rip an Icy Wind and KO something with a Flare Blitz is pretty good. I mean, Banded, Tera Fire, Flare Blitz in the sun goes stupid. It's pretty disgusting. You can lead Ho-Oh Koraidon if you think like a slower Tailwind is fine. Albeit I'm not. If I'm leading Ho-Oh, I'm not often leading it with Koraidon. I just think that it defensively works really well into what I think they're going to lead. You can also lead something like Koraidon Incineroar to fake out and deal damage. Koraidon Ho-Oh Incineroar if you want to fake out and get the Tailwind off. That kind of stuff. But yeah, so for the most part, like you're often leading potential damage dealer with some form of speed control outside of like Koraidon Incin, which is also a lead that you can do. But I mean, you're not really going to achieve that much with the fake out because you can't do anything special with Koraidon like Swords Dance. So I'm not really doing that lead much. But if you're like, oh, wow, I know that I can just pick up this KO, stop this Pokemon from moving, do a bunch of damage. Like in the Miraidon matchup, like you're like, I'm going to call the Tera. I'm just going to Flare Blitz right into it. I'm going to fake out Flare Blitz and just go to town. Like that is an option, I think. So just kind of keep that one in mind. But overall, it's a pretty interesting team that I'm really excited to try. So thank you so much to SaraPoke for making and sharing this team. Thank you all for watching. If you would like to try it out for yourself, there will be a rental and a Pokepaste down in the description below. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. let's go ahead, hop into the battles. All right, we're facing Bengus with Zamazenta, Rillaboom. Okay, so this is definitely what, Rain Dance Torn. Ditto. Ugh, that's a little frustrating, but okay. But Ditto does not get the photosynthesis boost, which is good to know. I don't think it does. Unless it's like just from booster energy. The way that Ditto interacts with some of this stuff is really weird. But Ho-Oh is pretty good here. I like Incineroar a lot. Like Koraidon, Ho-Oh, Incin, Flutter I think is pretty good. But I'll need to save Flutter for the end game for sure. I also like Raging Bolts, kind of. Tera Water on Incin isn't my favorite though. I definitely want to lead Ho-Oh. Actually, I'm going to leave Incin at home. Yeah, let's do this. I think this is good. I can threaten the obvious Urshifu Torn lead. It's kind of my biggest thing. I don't know if I want to Tera Ho-Oh out the gate. Koraidon would be a pretty useful Tera. Okay, so Ditto Calyrex is good. How did I do this? Oof. That's actually kind of bad. We're going straight for the Ditto, which is interesting. We're speed tying here. But I am... No, Ho-Oh is slower than the Raging Bolt. Oof. But I don't want to use my Tera. This is pretty bad, actually. No, don't do that. Okay. I think I just rip Tailwind, hoping they go for... Thunderclap. And I'm gonna Thunderbolt Cali. Okay. So I definitely survived this. No Thunderclap, though. Yeah, Ho eats that for breakfast. Okay, beautiful. Wow! I eat that for breakfast. That's insane. Okay. So I definitely just double the Cali slot, right? Well, no, hang on. I'm going to swap into Flutter Mane. Yeah. To get Regenerator and Thunderbolt the Calyrex slot, because now I'm faster than Ditto, and you can't KO me with Thunderclap. So worst case here is you protect, and then I have a super safe... What moves do I even have? That's fine. Moonblast, Icy Wind, Thunder Wave. Ugh, I don't love that, but whatever. Interfere, use Thunderbolt. That's fine. That's fine. And it goes into our beautiful little Flutter Mane. Okay. So who can they have in the back? Only one thing that really wants to take a Moonblast. I mean, a Thunderbolt. I'm kind of fine with Icy Wind to break any potential Sash on Ditto. Or I could just like deal a bunch of damage to it, I guess. I think I'm just gonna Moonblast and Thunderbolt. I don't know what Ditto's item is. So who comes in? Zamazenta? Tornadus. Do they just like double swap? No, cool. Okay, so now they can Tailwind, which is fine. But they can't KO my Flutter right now. And here comes Ditto. This is fine. I have Koraidon in the back. I mean, I can Tera Fire Koraidon, and I have Ho-Oh, which is all pretty good. So I'm just gonna Moonblast Torn and Thunderclap Ditto. Because they're gonna Tailwind here, but I can break a potential Sash on Ditto either way. Ooh, sorry. Which is kind of my biggest thing. This is fine. Okay, so that's the last one. So this is gonna do a bunch of damage. Yeah, that does about a quarter, which is nice. I win the speed tie. Which does that do? A decent little chunk. Doesn't matter. And here comes a Moonblast, which is like fine. It is what it is. So I should still have... No, my Tailwind petered out, but that's okay. Actually gonna go Koraidon here. I'm wondering if there's Scarf or Sash on the Ditto. I mean, clicking Draco twice there is pretty interesting to me, which makes me think that they might be choice locked. So... like Thunder Wave, Zamazenta, Tera Fire, Heat Crash, I think, into Ditto is what I want to do. I have some bulk, so I don't think I go down to the double up. And Flutter Mane will always be faster than Zamazenta, even if they get an Icy Wind off. So I should be okay either way. What, Zamazenta is going to Tera probably? Or what, Ghost? Fairy. That's fine. It's a smart Tera. And I get the Thunder Wave off. Cool. I'm winning a lot of speed ties, unless they don't have the Proto boost, which is possible, I guess. There it is. Ah! Nice. Double Thunder Wave. Okay, as long as I get the Heat Crash off, we're in pretty good shape. Yeah. Fine, I still have Ho-Oh and everything. So what I'll probably end up doing is just swapping... that crit didn't matter, bruh. This is a Sash Flutter Mane. Its physical defense is not good. And Zamazenta couldn't move because they're paralyzed. That's the power of Thunder Wave right there. Yeah, the speed control is nice, but sometimes... you get this. Okay. So I can't go down to an attack in any capacity right now. So I'm always just going to Moonblast Torn. I don't want to risk the miss with an Icy Wind. Swap into Ho-Oh. Flutter Mane will always survive this turn, which is really important, because then I can swap out Ho-Oh again and get even more Regenerator recovery, which I find to be very important. This is fine. And this is also why I wanted to get rid of Tornadus here, because of that Rain Dance potential. Bonk. Okay, there goes Torn. So I'm hoping that they attack into the Flutter Mane this turn. They got really unlucky and they got 2 paras in a row. Okay. Well, to me then it's just Moonblast, and I'm actually going to swap back into Koraidon. Yeah, battle was canceled. Good game to my opponent. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like Tornadus is like one of the biggest problems for these Koraidon teams because of the manual rain. That's why I'm really surprised they didn't bring Urshifu. I feel like a Torn Urshifu lead is very oppressive. Now I covered for that, which I was fortunate for, but yeah, I was just kind of like, wow, like you didn't bring Ursh, like that goes crazy here. If I lead anything, if I do not lead Raging Bolt, Ursh picks up a KO turn 1, like it's insane. So that is probably something to consider there for future games for him. But good game either way to my opponent. They played very well. They got very unlucky, so I'm not going to hold that one against them. Let's do another one. Okay, so we have Flutter Mane, King Gambit, Porygon, Groudon, Jumpluff, and Koraidon. So this is some team. I just gotta hope you don't put someone to sleep, I think. In here. I have so much offense for King Gambit that if I give it a boost, it's like kind of okay. You know what I mean? It's like kind of whatevs. So if I give it the boost, I kind of get, it's like a whatever situation. So let's see. In full transparency, I did face this person once before. I lost on a turn 1 Icy Wind miss, and I never included a video. So I know the team a little bit. I know that it's Eruption Groudon, I'm assuming specs. But like missing an Icy Wind turn 1 just kind of KO'd the game, and there was no saving it from that point after that. So let's see what they do. So I have a little bit of an understanding of the team, although I didn't see too much. Okay, Flutter Mane and Jumpluff, which is fine. Yeah. So I am max speed timid here. I'm getting a form of speed control off right now. I'm gonna Tailwind and I'm gonna Icy Wind. Nice. Opposing Flutter Mane use Thunder Wave, and I avoid the attack, which is pretty lucky. And they go for Sleep Powder. Which is fine. There we go. Okay. Leftovers Flutter Mane. Didn't see that one. I'm just gonna Brave Bird the Jumpluff. You can, and just burn a Trip Sleep here. Nice. Okay, that's fine. Who comes in? Groudon is fine. Could have gone for I didn't want to risk the Sacred Fire miss. They could still be faster than me with Photosynthesis. They probably actually are. Oh, perfect. They're not. I got the speed drop. Okay, that's interesting, though. Oh, wow, that did a lot of damage. Okay, well, Eruption is a lot less useful now. Leftovers Flutter Mane is insane tech. How bulky is that thing? It can't be that fast then, right? I'm fine with Sacred Fire here. Well, I know that this is... and another Icy Wind, I think. I don't know what they're going to do with Groudon. They're definitely going to tear it, but I should be able to survive anything that this Groudon wants to do with Ho-Oh, because Ho-Oh has a base, like, what, 140 special defense or something, like, insane? 154, a base 154 special defense, because it's insane. Yeah, there goes Flutter. I don't think that crit mattered. This is a Sacred Fire in the sun. Like, it's an insane... Okay, yeah, there's the Flamethrower, which is cool. So Jumpluff speed is doubled. The nice thing here, though, is that I do have my Photosynthesis boost and I'm under Tailwind. So I'm actually just going to Sacred Fire Groudon and Icy Wind again. As long as Flutter Mane wakes up right now, we're in pretty good shape. Groudon goes for the Tera Fire, but that is still fine. Because I have Incineroar in the back. 3 turns sleep, pretty unlucky, but that's okay. There's Tailwind, which is fine. I know that Jumpluff is not Sash. I mean, is not Covert Cloak, which is good. I might even still survive this. No, not with the Tera. This still does a nice chunk. My team's Tailwind petered out. That's okay. I'm going to go Incineroar. So I'm still actually in a pretty fine position. I'm assuming that they are locked into that Flamethrower. And I know that Jumpluff, they can't Tera Ghost, and I know that they are not Covert Cloak. So I can always fake out the Jumpluff here. And I'm really not worried about the Groudon right now. I mean, I have a Ho-Oh with a base 154 special defense that resists Flamethrower, and I have an AV Incineroar that resists Flamethrower. And so, like, it's really not doing anything to me. So I can get this Tailwind back up a turn delayed. In theory, I could... There's Groudon, which is fine. In theory, I could have just doubled that slot, but I really don't want to do that. Okay. Take out. Yep. Flinched and couldn't move, and here's the Tailwind. Okay. Who do I have in the back again? Koraidon. I'm not gonna wanna... How many more turns of Tailwind do they have? They can only put one Pokemon to sleep. I think I want to Sacred Fire Rites. They're not going for a fire move into me. I'm gonna Brave Bird Jumpluff. Tera Water. Flare Blitz Jumpluff. You can only put one to sleep. And you could miss, which would be kind of big. T-Wave plus Sleep Powder on this team does feel a little superfluous, though. I'm a bit interested in the double status. That's about what I figured. Alright, what does Koraidon go for? Collision Course, probably? Yeah. This is where I prefer something like Tera Bug, but I should live this now that it's neutral. Yeah, but not by a lot. Okay. Harsh Sunlight fades, but Groudon's gonna come back out. Now the question is do I want to swap? I always stay in here with Ho-Oh and just try to wake up. I've burned one turn of sleep. Like, just go for the Groudon. But the question is do I want to swap into Koraidon? I do want to swap, because that Intimidate can come into play later, I think. Oh, while does resist most of Koraidon's moves. It doesn't resist a Breaking Swipe, which I know it has. It doesn't make it the best thing in the world. Groudon used Solar Beam. So that's Spec Solar Beam. Okay. That's not going to do very much. Yeah, that did nothing. Breaking Swipe is fine. I have Clear Amulet. So this is okay. Uh-oh, stays asleep. That's two. It's 2 turns. Unlucky, but it is what it is. Okay. So I'm gonna actually go for the Sacred Fire into Koraidon and the Collision Course into Groudon. It should pick up. And if they take down my Ho-Oh this turn, that's okay. Yeah. Because then, I mean, if they take down my Koraidon this turn, that's okay, because then I bring in Incineroar, and I can fake out on the last possible turn of sleep. However, Ho-Oh could wake up right now. I do not. Again, 2 turns of sleep, unlucky. Yeah, I'm getting pretty unlucky on my sleep turns, but this is okay. I still have One turn of Tailwind, I think. No, no turns of Tailwind. So I need them to be banded or something right now. That would be good. Okay. But definitely Brave Bird. Well, no. I Tailwind. But I Fake Out. In case they do protect, this does not become a wasted turn. Okay. And Ho-Oh wakes up. Cool. I can't remember if that was guaranteed or not. Alright, and with that, this game should be over. So I just Brave Bird. I knock off, I guess, just for the sake of it. Yeah, that's GG's. Yeah, so I got pretty unlucky there with sleep turns, but I was still able to kind of pull it out, I think. Having Breaking Swipe plus not protecting that turn makes me think it was choiced in some capacity. And at our speed tiers, like that fact that Ho-Oh is faster under Tailwind, I think it's probably choice banded. But yeah, when I played him earlier, I didn't see too much of the team because I missed that Icy Wind on turn 1, and I was like, there's just no point in continuing this game because I cannot win from this position. And I mean, that just happens. It's a 95% accurate move. At some point, you're going to miss, and when it's going to be, like, it is 95, right? Yeah, you're going to miss at some points where it's absolutely vital to hit, and when you don't, you just lose, and it's the name of the game with those kinds of moves. So good game to my opponent, Logan. Glad to get that salty run back on you. But yeah, I think the team was cool, and they played well, so I get them. So GG's. Let's do another one. All right, we've got double bikes. Koraidon, Walking Wake, Miraidon, Ogerpon, Urshifu, and Screamtail. No rising voltage on this. Okay, yeah, this is tough. I mean, I'm always bringing this. What's the max speed? Because this thing is max speed, right? Yeah, max speed. It's 173. I think that's ties with max speed Screamtail. It's going to be pretty dang close, which is unfortunate. So if that's booster, like base 111, and I am base what? 106. Okay, so it's slower. But I still think this is what we want to do. I like Flutter Mane here a lot. Both having Protect is nice. Definitely my own Koraidon. And I don't know if this is the Ho-Oh match, personally. I'm a little more inclined for Incineroar or Bolt. Both seem really good. With AV, I'm actually going to go Incid. You can make an argument for Bolt. I don't think this is the Ho-Oh game, though. Let's see. I'm personally hoping they lead with Miraidon, which they normally will. They don't have a Fake Out user, and I don't remember a Tailwind user, so we're in pretty good shape. Andalagua and Colagrito. Okay. Okay, so they're not booster on that. I can't Steel Roller this right now. I can get rid of whatever its item is. And let's lower the speed of that. I'm gonna get a speed drop on something. Wow, this is fast. Okay, this shouldn't KO though. Hey, that KO'd though. This bond sucks. It's max speed Timid then. Just fine. They were just gonna let me Moonblast. Interesting. Thunderwave. Ugh, how annoying. Okay. Thunderwave, Screamtail. Wait a minute, they outsped my foot. Their Scarf. Their Scarf. Scarf on that thing. What the heck? I'm just now understanding that. Fake Out and Moonblast here. Yep. Light Screen. Scarf on Walking Wake. Okay. Let me pick it up. Nice. Who comes out? Koraidon. Just fine. Remember, I am AV Incineroar, so I do tank one attack from this Miraidon right now. I'm actually interested in this and this. I want to Icy Wind into you again. I need to garner speed control here, which I definitely can do. Being Choice Banded is a bit of a challenge, actually. So I can't protect around to get a couple of extra speed control options off, but... Is this going into Flutter? Yeah, that's fine. I go down to Sash. What do they have? They're probably going to Thunder Wave Incin, is my guess. Yep. So as long as I get this off... I mean, this Screamtail is really frustrating. But they're definitely locked into that. That's pretty terrible, actually. That's, like, really, really bad. Well, that's really bad. That's, like, super duper ultra bad. That full double para. That probably just lost me the game. But that would be my guess. I don't think I can win now. I needed that additional speed control when I gave Screamtail the additional Proto Boost when I swap into Koraidon. And I needed to not take damage on Incineroar. So yeah, I don't think I can win. Oh, and they're not specs, which is good to know. So this won't actually do all that much. Yeah, that did almost nothing. Reflect is fine. Okay. So I go Koraidon now. Okay. It's -1. It's +1. Wait, it might not activate its speed now. Yeah, now it's at special defense. This is actually really, really good. Okay. So I Tera Fire and I Flare Blitz you. I swap back into Incineroar. Hoping that they go for the Dazzling Gleam. I don't know though. This is Choice Band Tera Fire in the Sun Photosynthesis, what is it? Or Calcum Pulse boosted, but if they make the read here, yeah, so they're faster for sure. What are they? Tera Fairy? That'd be my guess. Okay, this to me says that they're going for Dazzling Gleam, which is fine. But knowing that they're not specs is quite the problem. That double Paro was really bad. Like, if I was faster here, we're actually kind of okay still. But the fact that I didn't get either of those two options off is pretty terrible. Yeah. So this not being specs is not going to do that much. Yeah, it does absolutely nothing. They have a Reflect Up, though, which is kind of like my least favorite part. Okay, but it still goes down. Okay. So how many more turns of electric terrain are there? That's what I need to know. Two more. And the fact that they're faster is not Oot. This just puts me in the same position it did, didn't it? Yeah. And I don't have Protect, dude. That's really bad. I'm gonna Flare Blitz. And I'm gonna fake out Miraidon. Okay. Miraidon just uses Protect. This is still okay, right? No, not really. I need Terrain to go away. It's like, and I can't Protect, which is like really bad. Yeah, I don't think this is winnable anymore, because they're just going to CC into... They just E-Drift left slot. I just have to survive to a non-spec, so, but they still have Terrain, and I can't Protect. Like, if I could Protect and just sack Flutter, we're still totally gaming right now, but we're not, and that's just really, really bad. So I'm just going to go Flare Blitz Miraidon. I just have to survive. And I'm going to U-turn out on Miraidon. I just have to survive an E-Drift. Oh, they went for that. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that choice. Who's faster, me or their Koraidon? They CC me. I have some bulk. Do I live? Yes, I do. But now it's just my Flutter Mane versus their Koraidon. There's no way, dog. I need to break through the paralysis, still be faster with Proto Boost, and Moonblast them to win. Yeah, that... I have to magically still be faster with my Proto Boost, which I just don't think is possible. I hit 184... So I'm 205, that's 102, times 2 is 1... Yeah, that's just, I'm slower, I lose. I never win this. Yeah. Knowing that they're not banded. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Good game to my opponent. Yeah, I mean, I got pretty unlucky with double para. That turn. If I got that Icy... if I got that Icy Wind off, this is a way different game. And that's it. That's just the whole name of the game. But I mean, that's going to happen sometimes. I think I double parried someone earlier in this video anyway, so it's basically retribution. But yeah, if I got that para off, we're in fine. If I get the Icy Wind off, I'm faster than the Miraidon, and then the game looks entirely different. So what can you do? It's the name of the game sometimes, so good game to my opponent. And then I would have also been able to, if I at least gotten the U-turn, then I could intimidate the Koraidon and maybe do some more finagling that way. So getting that double para that turn in particular was pretty terrible. So anyways, all right. Good game to my opponent. Do another one. All right. Eddie is rocking a Regulation G team. Close enough. And mainly because it is Mewtwo, which is very bad. We have Indeedee, Chi-Yu, Tornadus, Urshifu, Mewtwo, and Amoonguss. And I just said it's bad, but this is actually kind of a scary team. Again, like, Rain Dance Torn is very bad for this team comp. They have something, they have both redirection and an ability to stop priority. But I don't have a way to, well, I actually have Steel Roller. Which could be pretty good here. It's Terra Stellar though, which isn't my favorite thing in the world. I have Knockoff. Wait, this might be a Treads game. Like, no lie. I still like getting the sun up, even though I want you for sure, right? Yeah. Let's see this. I think this is a Treads game every day of the week, surprisingly, because I can get rid of the Psychic Terrain, which doesn't matter because I didn't bring Bolt, but it'd still be nice for Fake Out later in the game. AV Instant puts in so much work into these Psy Spam comps. I love AV Instant in this format. It's definitely my favorite instant set. Yep. It's fine. I mean, that should use Scarfed, right? My question is do they Trick Room here. I don't think so. If they Trick Room, what happens? I have Instant, which is still slower than basically everything they have. So actually, that's fine. I'm going to Tailwind. Or a Fire. Yeah, they're going for damage. Interesting choice there. And Helping Hand. Oof. Is this Heat Wave? Yeah. I mean, this still really isn't going to do that much to Ho-Oh. I get it's Tera Fire, but Ho-Oh's disgustingly specially bulky, and yeah, that did more than I thought it would. Okay, so here's the deal. Treads, sorry you're going down this turn. It's fine. Steel Roller is easily the strongest thing. I am going to go Steel Roller and Brave Bird into Indeedee. I am not letting you get a Trick Room up. What you're definitely going for. Yeah, Chiyu's fast. That's Scarf for sure. The Treads is going downtown. I'm going to take some additional chip from this, but I do not want the possibility of getting missing. Okay, we go Koraidon. Who comes in? You two. Just fine. My question is that they Scarf or Sash? I think they're Scarf. I mean, with the Psychic Terrain to cover for Fake Out, my guess is that they're Scarf. So I'm just going to Tera Collision Course. And Sacred Fire Mewtwo, I think. On the aggressive. This has to be Scarf. No, yeah, because we saw the speed interaction between Ho-Oh and Chiyu, and Chiyu still went first after the Tailwind. So this is 100% of the time Scarf Chiyu. Yeah, I saw that speed interaction already. That's fine, dog. I got bad news. This is Banded Koraidon. This is gonna hurt. Sun boosted. Choice Band boosted. Goodbye, Chiyu. Night night. Chiyu does not have good defense. Night night, Chiyu. Sleep well, my prince. Urshifu coming in. That's fine, my guy. Oh no. I have in the back Instant, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna straight Collision Course. I'm gonna go into you. Sacred Fire Mewtwo. To stop a Sucker Punch from KOing my Ho-Oh. And even if it does, just don't know if I'm in enough position. Okay, no. Oh, Mewtwo tanks that. No burn. There's the Psy Strike, which is what I was worried about. And Wicked Blow, which is fine. So the Sash is definitely on. Unless that's banded. See, I went petered out, which is fine. They can't Tera out of this. So I always double the Urshifu here with Fake Out and Collision Course. Because I basically wall the Mewtwo with Instant. Even if they have Aura Sphere, to use protect. Do they double protect? If they don't, then we're in like incredible shape. Nope. It could have been Sash. They're either Sash or Banded. I don't know who's gonna have the Sash here. There, and that's GG's. I'm sure a Collision Course takes Mewtwo. Yeah, so I just knock off Collision Course. Yeah, battle was canceled. Good game, my opponent. I mean, to take the Secret Fire, it's pretty good. How would he get the burn? Because he didn't clutch up, didn't lock in. But that's okay. The burn would have been nice. Just for that extra chip. It's not going to affect anything on it, like damage-wise, but the extra chip built up over time. So yeah, I don't know. That might have... Ho doesn't have fantastic defense. No matter kind of what the set was on that, Urshifu Ho is going down to that Wicked Blow. I just wanted to make sure it didn't go down to a Sucker Punch, which I think was worse. And then I got a free turn because of the Psy Strike into Incineroar, which was pretty massive. So either way, really good game to my opponent. Cool team, even though don't use Mewtwo. I'm so sorry for you. It's a cool Reg team, almost over. But I am in a time crunch, so we're using it. All right, let's do another one. All right, Big Pottery Boss is rocking Miraidon CIR. So we have Miraidon CIR, Urshifu, Incineroar, and Torn. This is an odd team. Very weird. Not quite certain how I feel about it. So you're pretty good. Being able to Steel Roller stuff is good. You're good. Like, Ho-Oh is good into the Ice Rider portion, but is not good into the Miraidon portion. And that's the scary part. And I don't necessarily want to bring Raging Bolt either, because it has no bulk, and so it's not really like live-in Glacial Lances super well. When I took Raging Bolt to Atlanta, I had to invest pretty heavily into defense to make sure that it always survived one, so... Horn Miraidon, this is fine. So I'm pretty happy to high horsepower fake out into Miraidon right now. And not really care about the Tornadus. Yeah. Assuming that they cannot protect. And nothing outside of a... The only thing that really kind of wants to take this high horsepower is Rillaboom. Yeah, Incin does not want to take a high horsepower. Yeah, I did not appreciate that. Who do you miss? Okay, that's kind of fine. It's whatever. I don't really want to Whoa, yeah, I can. I'll swap in Ho-Oh here. And honestly, just knock off the Tornadus. Like, let's just get a little damage going. Incineroar does not have the Rocky Helmet, so it might be... That's fine. U-turn. It's fine. Who do they go into? Miraidon? Yeah. Overcloak, nice. I am AV, so I survive kind of whatever they want to do. I don't really want to Tera Grass here, so I'm kind of interested in swapping back here. And doing a U-turn on Miraidon. Speed was heightened. Nice. That's about what I figured. Storm. Does a little bit more. Still okay. Now they're locked into Electro Drift. What are you going to Koraidon here? High horsepower. Let's click the funny button. I'm gonna reveal to them that I am banded so hard right now. Yeah, there it is again. Just fine. I should always survive one Bleak Windstorm, and here comes Incin, which is cool. This again is okay. Who do you miss? Koraidon? Oh, both. Yeah, really unfortunate there. I'm gonna pick up a double KO, which is pretty nice. Bonk. Light Night Torn. How many more turns of electric terrain are there? What do they lock into? Yeah. I have so many one turn of Tailwind. So I'm still going to be faster than... But like, who do they Tera? That's my question. I don't even know. I'm going to swap this, I think. I don't want to give them the opportunity to Trick Room. And I'm always faster than this CIR. Here's the Clear Amulet. Here's the Tera. But who do they Tera? Because it's got to be CIR. I have so many things to threaten Calyrex Ice Rider in the back. And it is Miraidon. I could have gone for the Steel Roller. I don't know how much I agree with that play, dude. What are you locking into? Dazzling Gleam? I don't think that picks up on... That does in fact pick up. This is still like kind of fine though, right? Glacial Lance, I don't remember how much health I have left on Incineroar. Yeah, it does pick up. I'm assuming that they're max speed timid. Their Tailwind peters out and electricity disappears from the battlefield. So they've lost their Hadron engine boost. And I still have my Sun. So now what I can pretty safely do, Terrifier, Flare Blitz left slot. And Tailwind. There's no way my man's is ever living this. Ever living Sun boosted, Terrifier boosted, Choice Band boosted Flare Blitz in the Sun. There's just no way. Yeah, that did nothing. I did not even need to bother with the Tailwind. Yeah, good night. Good night, sweet prince. Yeah, she's done, Jim. That's why I was like, they're never gonna Tera this Miraidon. And that was a misplay, I think. It doesn't matter what I click. Let's click funny burp buttons. Yeah, battle was canceled. Good game to my opponent. It's like, because I just have so much in the back to answer this Calyrex Ice Rider, and I've revealed some of it. Like, I have a Koraidon, which is probably going to be Tera Fire. Like, yeah, I felt that the Tera there on Miraidon was a bit of a misplay. So, either way, good game to my opponent. That's the last one. You can see it's getting dark. Let's go ahead. Let's hop into the outro. All right, everyone. That is the team. So what are my thoughts? Well, I have a lot of thoughts on Ho-Oh Koraidon. It's one of the first comps that I tested for Milwaukee, and I'm not using it, so I'll just give you kind of that preface right there. But overall, I think the comp is okay, but Ho-Oh just, I don't know. Its physical defense is not particularly fantastic, and so being neutral to something like Calyrex Ice Rider isn't really great, especially when you want to have something like Tera Grass. Rock Ogerpon is really, really prevalent on a lot of metas right now, and it outspeeds Ho-Oh all the time, and it gets O-code by it. And so, yeah, you have Koraidon there to kind of handle that, but I don't know. It's still really, really tough. You're fishing for burns, which, yeah, 50% burn chance is pretty good, but it's just not consistent enough for me personally. I need that, like, I know what's going to happen when I click this move in order to kind of comfortably add it into my repertoire. But overall, I think it's fun. I love Ho-Oh. It's such a cool Pokemon. I think it's amazing, like, style-wise. But yeah, I think overall, competitively, there was a lot of hype for it in the beginning. I tested it pretty extensively, and I'm a little, like, on it now. I still love the mon, and maybe one day I'll figure it out, but this tournament is not that tournament. Koraidon-wise, I've had this complaint before. I don't really like Choice Band Koraidon. I would prefer a little bit more flexibility with something like Clear Amulet here, and maybe a little bit bulkier, especially on the physical side. But I don't know. And then the rest of the team I think is cool. I love AV Incin. It's my favorite Incin set of the current regulation. I think Goldberg Raging Bolt's just really funny. And then Flutter Mane, really good, and Iron Treads helps against opposing Miraidon. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you, SaraPoke, for making and sharing this team. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. And if you would like to try this team out for yourself, I'll put a rental and a Pokepaste down in the description below. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Please remember that you are appreciated. All right, peace!